this will be an abbreviated version today because of the Pisgah basketball game. We'll be carrying that live coming up at the bottom of the hour. Right now, we welcome to the Newsmaker segment Dade County Executive Ted Rumley. He is in the studio with us this morning, and proud to have you here. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you, Evan?
Doing well. Thanks for coming in and talking a little county government. First of all, we need to find out if you've got an update from Commissioner Bradford.
I haven't this morning, but last night he was doing better. I know they'd gotten him up and let him walk just a little bit, and his wife, from what I understand, did get to see him, which is, I know that was a big plus for him. So he's kind of made a turn for the better. This time last week it was right the opposite. I mean, we were really worried, and I'm still worried. He's still got a long road to go, but thank goodness, he and Melvin even called me day before yesterday and said he got to talk to him. It's his brother, his younger brother, just under him, and so we still keep him in your prayers. But he's really it's looking better for him.
And well, that's great. That is fantastic.
May know more by 3 o'clock. I can tell you more about it. As the day goes on, I'll give you a little bit more information on it.
All right. Well, just kind of a lot of things we haven't. You were out last week at one of your meetings, I believe. I believe it was
Regional Commission.
Yeah,
we had
commission.
We started meeting instead of virtual. Now we've started back to the in-person meeting in Rome, and they'll split that either Rome or Calhoun, one or the others when we have it. So that's the third Thursday of every month. Yeah.
All right. Well, what else is what is going on with county government?
Well, we got I always give an update because it's pretty important to a lot of people. Is County Road 6, and they did make a kind of at the end of the loop there before Georgia Power finishes up, and I did find out just a minute ago they did finish up yesterday, so we can go on with the drilling next week and go on up with the last section of wall that we're putting up. So that's a good thing. And so they're up there working today. They made a pour yesterday, they reckon, for them. So we're moving right along with it, and looks like hopefully the weather, we got some rain coming in, but weather's kind of warming up too. So it's hopefully, if it works, we're going to stay right on schedule on it, and we're still looking at, sometime, middle of March, somewhere in there, opening it back up if everything goes smooth. So that'll be a big load off of everybody's mind right there. It'll actually be something that we won't have to be going up there every month or so and spending money patching. It'll be fixed. So thank goodness for that.
Right. And sometimes, I don't go up the mountain, every day like some folks, but the other day, of course, from time to time we have funerals, and going up the mountain, it was, it just hit me, okay, we've got to go all the way up and
That's
then
right.
all the way
around.
And we're going over to the Gibdock Cemetery.
Yeah.
And you had to go over to the four-way and then take a right and go down the brow, or as some of the old timers would say, the Fire Tower Road.
That's what we used to call it.
Yeah,
it's Fire Tower Road, and it's and of course back then, it was not 136 either. That
143.
143 was a road, was state road.
That's when I was a kid. It was 143.
Exactly.
I
right.
don't know when they switched it, but
I don't know what year. It was in the I was still in high school, when they did that. When they changed it, and of course back then, the state route 2 was coming down Newsom Gap, and that was 189. It came out at Rising Farm. That was a state maintained road from where Matt's Gun and Tackle there, with the Depot Diner, where you turn off there, and it actually showed it on the map as a state route going up the mountain there. And
well, you were talking about County Road 6. It actually used to be a state road.
It was. State built it. State built it, and they had so much trouble with it, sliding. They decided to abandon it, and Dan Hall came in, and Dan took it over and actually adopted it as a county road, and that's how we wound up with it. Which because the state was just going to, they said they're just not going to spend any more money on it. And so, that's a good, Dan done a lot of things, a lot of good things.
Well, he built Burkhalter Gap, too.
Burkhalter Gap, that's right.
And I know that
Hell's Gap,
he I think at one time he tried to get the state to take that, and they wouldn't take it because of the grade.
That's right.
It didn't meet their standard.
No, it was more than a 5% or 6% grade or whatever, but a lot went on those days, a lot of
Well, if you think about it, the whole West Brown community is connected to the, to to Trenton, basically, by Burkhalter Gap without
Right.
having to go all the way to New Salem and then coming down. And the same goes for Hales Gap and County Road 6.
That's exactly right. They gave them an artery off, into the valley without, traveling miles and miles to get back, down the valley. But
of course, I can remember taking an ambulance off of Scratch Ankle down into Marion County and going out on 299. Of course, Marion County abandoned that road. And that's why we don't have that.
And it's 90% in Marion
Right.
County. It's just not. It's not. There's very little of it in Dade, but then it changes. So they would not put money into that because, it was mainly going into Dade. And but anyway, that's but Tractor Supply. I'll give you an update on that. That's they're going to turn the keys over to the owners on the 1st of March. That's and supposedly they're going to hopefully be open. Toward the end of the month, if not.
They've been hiring for some time now.
They have.
I know that we ran a story at the Mountain Valley Independent, I think last week, about giving all the criteria. They're looking for all different management level
all
employees
different
and for everybody, basically, for the store.
And Dollar General on the Mountain, I still don't have an opening date on that. I know they're working on that, every day there, and hopefully, I may even know something by 3. He's supposed to call me back today and give me some kind of idea. And maybe by 3 o'clock on their 3 o'clock report, I can do that. I can give you a little report on that, on the one on Sand Mountain, And that's a lot of people out there looking forward to that. It's going to help a lot of people, make it more convenient, for them to buy the things they need, for everyday life. But we do have, want to mention this, the grant program. If you've been affected by the COVID, work-wise, Paula Stallings is there in the office, and she's being hired by the Regional Commission to help people. There's a grant there, and we've got a few people that she's been able to help. But a lot of people, there's qualifications you've got to meet, and so there's still money out there. So if you've got, anyone in your family, anyone that has been, actually having problems because of COVID pertaining to work, tell them to call, Paula, and you can call. We can get a hold of 657-4625. That's her office number, and Sherry can put you to her extension. So that's there is quite a bit of money left out there for people to help people. Of course, we got the East Blosh, the school board does going on right now. It's you're able to vote, early vote there where you normally vote there in the commission room, and then the election itself, which that day, of course, you vote at your own precinct. It'll be the March the 16th, and so I don't know. I've not really talked to them. I don't know really, how much response we've had so far.
It's been very slow. Matter of fact, the first 2 days, I think they had 18 the first day and 20 the next. Coming out to vote, so not a lot of folks are.
A lot of people don't know. I mean, they're just not getting out to vote, but you need to vote.
I think we may have got our share of voting here. Last year it was early and often, and it's going to take a little while to get people to remember to go back and to vote, and hopefully it'll pick up. And of course, March the 16th is the date that all of the precincts will be open throughout the county. But it is going on. It's a continuation of the special purpose local option sales tax for education. And
Sheriff's lobby is still closed. They still got dates that they do the fingerprinting. So they're trying to accommodate people, and also for visitation. Even though the lobby's closed, we still have our driver's license people coming over every other Monday. They were here Monday, I think, and they'll be back Monday week. So that's not affected that at all. The testing, which is a big news in Northwest Georgia, it was actually on the channel or 6 o'clock news last night before, but the Northwest Georgia health departments, all of them are shutting down the drive-through testing. Yesterday was our last day in Dade, and Thursday I think will be the last day in Walker.
Today is the last day in Walker.
In Walker, yeah. And so, but there's several places that are doing it, stepped up now, and we've got those listed online. One in particular is Primary Health Care. They're going to, and they're actually will be doing most of theirs will be down at the 4 fields.
And they're going to do a rapid test.
They're doing a rapid test.
It's not necessarily the most reliable, but it is better than, I guess, nothing.
Well, yeah.
You know, you got the ones that they had been doing free were pretty reliable. It took 2 to 3 days to get the results.
Well, they'll be doing both, but I mean, it's up to you to which one you want. They'll be doing the standard test too. The rapid test. Yeah.
I look at that as kind of a swinging phase of, you know, not testing as many people, but moving on into giving the vaccine to as many people as we can.
And that's what
as
they're
we
doing.
see numbers continue to drop and come down.
Exactly
so
right. Yeah.
I think it's kind of a phase that we're seeing. And well, Commissioner, how can they get in touch with you? You got to wrap it up.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. 423-667-8999. That's my cell number, or 657-4625. Just give me a call, and or any of our commissioners, and we'll try to help you any way we can.
We got the Pisgah Eagles coming up at the bottom of the hour. They're going to be playing for the Elite Eight in their division in Alabama. So looking forward to hearing Don Walker and Gus with a play-by-play on that. Commissioner, thank you, and we hope that we'll continue to hear good news from Commissioner Bradford as well. 26 minutes now after the hour. We'll take